Students, today I will guide you how to write experiments in your practical file. First of all, you have to mention date, then experiment 1. After that, you will write object, references, requirement, theory, and then at the last you will write result. Now, experiment number 1 is to study cardiovascular system and various organs associated with it. References, you will write references as I have told you before. Requirement. Now here in this experiment we have to study the cardiovascular system. Therefore in requirement we will only write chart and models. Now here, this part is important. This part is theory part. In this part, you have to write about the cardiovascular system. Now, the cardiovascular system is one of the 11 organ systems present in our body. Each organ system contains certain organs. Therefore, cardiovascular system also contain organs like heart, artery, vein and capillaries. Now we will study cardiovascular system in detail and you have to write the theory regarding cardiovascular system in your copy. After writing the theory, when I will teach you, then you have to complete theory in your practical file and then at the last you will write result. Result, how you will write? The study of cardiovascular system and various organs associated with it were performed. Now here what you have to write in the theory of this experiment, I am going to tell you. In theory, you will write about the cardiovascular system. The cardiovascular system, it is one of the 11 organs systems, and cardiovascular system contain organs. Major organ is heart, artery, vein and capillaries. Cardiovascular system contain organ like heart and then blood transporting vessels like artery, vein and capillaries. Then you have to draw a well-labeled diagram of heart. You have to show the position of the heart in the thoracic or mediastinum cavity. You have to mention shape, conical shape of the heart. Everything you have to mention about the heart in your theory. Then you have to write the differences between the artery, vein and capillaries. You have to write the composition of blood. Then you have to write the function of the blood. Now from the starting, when we start the theory of this experiment, then first you will write the function of cardiovascular system. The main function of the cardiovascular system is the transportation of nutrients, vitamins and most importantly oxygenated blood from the heart to different parts of our body. Now heart is a pumping organ. It pumps oxygenated blood to different parts of our body. Therefore, the one of the major function of cardiovascular system is that it fulfills the oxygen requirement. It fulfills the oxygen requirement. And it is also responsible for removing the toxic carbon dioxide away from the cell. Students, in your theory, first you will write about the functions of cardiovascular system, then you will write the major organs associated with the cardiovascular system, then you will explain each organ associated with the cardiovascular system in detail. Most importantly, you have to explain the function of heart and working of heart. Cardiac output, stroke volume, you have to write in your theory. After that, you can write the differences between the artery, vein and capillary. We have studied that artery carry away the oxygenated blood from the heart to different body parts, and vein, in contrast, vein carry away deoxygenated blood from different tissues back to the heart. Exceptions are pulmonary artery and pulmonary vein. Now here we had studied all these points during your set online classes. Now here I am going to tell you how you will draw the diagram of heart in your practical file. First of all, you have to write the location of the heart. Heart is present in between the two lungs, behind the sternum and inside the thoracic or mediastinum cavity. The heart is covered by three walls, that is, the outermost wall is epicardium, middle wall is myocardium and innermost layer is endocardium. Now here kindly observe how I am going to draw the diagram of heart. Now through this diagram you can see that heart is a hollow and cone shaped organ. These are the four chambers of heart. Our heart contains four chambers. This one is right atrium. This chamber is right ventricle. This chamber is left atrium, and this chamber is left ventricle. Now see students, right side of the heart always receive deoxygenated blood, whereas left side of the heart always receive oxygenated blood. Now, how the pumping takes place? First of all, the deoxygenated blood from all over our body comes into the right atrium through superior vena cava, from inferior vena cava, and the deoxygenated blood of heart comes into the right atrium through coronary venule or coronary sinuses, which open directly into the right atrium. These are coronary sinuses or coronary venules. Superior vena cava brings deoxygenated blood from the upper part of our body, that is from the head region, trunk region, etc., from in the right atrium, head region, shoulder region, chest region, into the right atrium. Inferior vena cava brings the deoxygenated blood from the lower part of our body in the right atrium. Now the coronary venule bring deoxygenated blood from our heart into the right atrium. Now when the filling was taking place in the right atrium, then this tricuspid valve was closed. This is tricuspid valve. And simultaneously, when the filling was going on in right atrium, at the same moment simultaneously left atrium was getting filled with oxygenated blood from the pulmonary veins. Pulmonary veins were bringing oxygenated blood in the left atrium. At the time of filling of left atrium, the bicuspid valve were closed. It is bicuspid valve. Means during the filling of right atrium and during the filling of left atrium, both these valves were closed in order to prevent the outflow of blood into their subsequent ventricles. Now here is deoxygenated blood and here is oxygenated blood. Here is oxygenated blood. Now the right atrium and left atrium are getting filled. Now this phase of cardiac cycle is atrial diastole. In atrial diastole, these chambers are relaxed. There is no wave of depolarization across these membranes, and they are getting filled. Now what happens when these chambers are filled, are completely filled? Then the second phase of cardiac cycle starts, that is atrial systole. These chambers contract and the tricuspid valve open and deoxygenated blood moves into the right ventricle. Whereas when the left atrium systole, then what happens? The oxygenated blood in the left atrium moves into the left ventricle. Now, after the second phase of cardiac cycle, that is atrial systole, the third phase of cardiac cycle, that is ventricular diastole, starts. During the ventricular diastole, both the right ventricle and left ventricle were relaxed and they were getting filled with deoxygenated blood from the right atrium and oxygenated blood from the left atrium. After these right ventricle and left ventricle chambers were filled, when they are completely filled, then what happens? Before the starting of fourth phase of cardiac cycle, that is ventricular systole, these valves are closed and the filling of right atrium and left atrium starts. What happens after the third phase of cardiac cycle? Now the final phase of cardiac cycle starts, that is ventricular systole. During the ventricular systole, the depolarization of ventricular valve occur. Ventricular valve depolarize, and what happens? The right ventricle shows systole, it contract and thus it push deoxygenated blood into the pulmonary trunk. This is pulmonary trunk, and this pulmonary trunk divide into two pulmonary arteries. Each artery carry deoxygenated blood towards the left and towards the right lung. It means this is pulmonary trunk. This is pulmonary trunk, and it divide into two pulmonary arteries. This is left pulmonary artery and it goes to left lung, and this is right pulmonary artery and it goes to right lung. Now, right pulmonary artery and left pulmonary artery carry deoxygenated blood towards the lung. In lungs, gaseous exchange takes place because what happens? Pulmonary artery goes into the lungs and changes into pulmonary capillaries, which surrounds the alveolar membrane, and through it gaseous exchange takes place. After the gaseous exchange complete, then the pulmonary capillaries change into pulmonary vein, and these veins carry oxygenated blood back to the left atrium of the heart. Now the oxygenated blood return to the left atrium of heart. What I was telling you, that during the fourth phase of cardiac cycle, right ventricle contract and the deoxygenated blood moves into the pulmonary trunk, then to the pulmonary arteries, then to the lungs. Whereas in the left ventricle, the oxygenated blood with the contraction of the left ventricle when it shows systole, then the oxygenated blood moves into the largest artery, that is aorta. And this artery carries oxygenated blood to different parts of our body. It fulfills the oxygen requirement of different tissues by supplying them with oxygenated blood